Buongiorno everyone, well my name's Renty. Here's the Chelsea preview. Be in touch with Louis there from 100% Chelsea. Run us through a couple of things he wants me to talk about. First of all, the transfer market. And the less we talk about that, the better. Newcastle United, it's been again under Mike Ashley's tenure where we just don't buy fucking any players. 22 million was sold Movage for to Fulham. Don't see it. Don't see it back. Got Rondon in on loan. We needed that. That was covered by getting Dwight Gale out on loan though. So we just don't see it. We didn't see the Sissoko money from a couple of seasons ago. It's all just going into Mike Ashley's back pocket. He doesn't invest it in the club. We know he just wants to keep Newcastle afloat. 17th will do him lovely, so he gets his TV money and he gets to keep it. The only signing he made this summer was fucking House of Fraser for 90 million. I heard he does really well out of the festive period. Top goal scorer. Top fucking income for Ashley in the Boxing Day sales. It's just an absolute joke. The ownership of Newcastle United, these sports direct billboards plastered everywhere. The lack of investment in the club. We're lucky to have a world-class manager. You might not agree. I know you're not big fans of Rafa Benitez. We are here at the Toon. Absolutely adore him. He's a great manager. His record shows that, speaks for itself. But for us to have him and then stayed through relegation, got us up, got a piss poor team, 10th in the Premier League last season by beating Hughes on the last game of the season. Remember that, lads? 3-0 St James's Park. And then that was the time to kick on. We had a chance in the summer there to invest in the squad, build on it, maintain top 10. We're not asking to fucking challenge the league. We're not asking for Champions League. We're asking top 8. Europa League at a push. Burnley can fucking do it. So why couldn't we do it? Rafa and a bit of investment. We didn't get that though. As I said, Ashley's just happy to stay off relegation, not sell to Stavely, not sell to anyone, because it's a massive earner for Ashley, and that's all he is, a businessman. So transfer market for me was a big miss in terms of what we could have recruited compared to what we did recruit. We made some astute signings. Rafa did that, very shrewd in some of the likes of Key, Kennedy obviously coming back on loan, Dubravka. Cheap signings, good signings, but not ones that are going to set the league alight. Going back to Kennedy, obviously he won't be able to play this weekend. Not because he got retrospective action. He got away with that somehow because a free kick was given in that incident where he just totally fucking Jaden Smith karate kicked the shit out of the fucking Cardiff player. Only got a yellow. Obviously that should have been a red card. He's lucky not to go off there. And the little bastard missed a penalty with that dog nonce run up in the last minute anyways. So maybe it's good to him to sit on the sidelines for a bit, sort his fucking self out because he was very poor against Cardiff. However, us Geordies love Kennedy. He did very well for us mid to end season last year. Scored some vital goals for us, and obviously it's one of them players fans love where he gets the crowd off the seats there. Very entertaining. Just needs to work on his end product. He will be a miss. He's a good little winger there for us. Could it be an ex-Chelsea player in Atsu coming on to replace him instead of Kennedy? Unsure. Looking at the lineup, Rafa loves to keep things the same. So we're probably looking at Dubravka and net. Yedlin's meant to be back, ex-Spurs player. At right back, the American. Dummett, left-hand side, the local lad at left-back. Will we see Fernandez, a signing over the summer, ex-Swansea captain, start alongside our captain Jamal Lascelles? Will Key, a signing from Swansea, start with Shelby in the middle, or will Diame keep his place? Diame, who's got the most interceptions and tackles in 2018 out of any side, beating N'Golo Kante. Richie will play on the wing, and then it'll be up top where Perez most likely will play that number 10 role. Rafa fucking adores him, his long lost son. And then will Rondon get a chance? Hopefully, fingers crossed. Big Rondon starts up top because Hoslu isn't good enough. He had a good first game against Spurs, took his chance well. Didn't do well in the last game, they were non-existent. Hopefully see Rondon start, bit of a force, bit of a presence up front. Not confident going to the game against you lot on Sunday, I've got to be honest. I fancy he used to win 2-0, I'm going to be honest there. My heart says 2-2, my head says 2-0 Chelsea. I'm looking at that new keeper though, the most expensive one in the world. It looks a bit dodgy, I thought, against Arsenal, a bit shaky. He is a young lad, but I do fancy we maybe get a goal against him there actually, so we're probably looking in between there, about 2-1 for Chelsea. I do think he'll get the win. Even though we do have a great record against you lot up here at St James's Park over the last several seasons, but I just think he'll have too much come Sunday and rather of a tricky time at the minute at the club. So we'll see how it goes. I'm expecting a tough game, but I do expect you to edge it. Alright, cheers for watching everyone, and enjoy yourselves.